on your request, I'm now going to do a quick Q&A session. I'm going to answer the questions that I get from people who watch the Wine Down or read the blog about wine. And the first one comes from Nigel, who's here in Toronto. Nigel's question is, how important is wine temperature and how should I serve wine? Nigel, I love you. You just struck a chord, and I appreciate the question because if anyone knows me, when you go out for dinner with me, I'm very particular about the temperature that my wine is given to me at. I do feel that, we're just going to talk about white wine and red wine. I do feel that we serve white wine way too cold and red wine way too warm. So let's talk about white wine. White wine, I serve mine anywhere between 7 to 13 degrees Celsius. I'm Canadian. 7 to 13 degrees Celsius. And why that range? The lighter the white, the cooler, so closer to my 7 degree. The heavier the white, closer to my 13. So if I'm having a Sauvignon, I'm probably going to be closer to my 13, 12, 13, a little bit of a heavier wine. Our fridge temperature. So if you have a white wine in your fridge, you pull it out, that's anywhere between 3 to 4, 3 to 5. That's slightly a touch too cold. I would pour or pull out my heavier whites a bit before, have them sit, then pour them in the glass, and pour moderate amounts in the glass. So I'm always guaranteed I'm going to give you your white wine at the ideal temperature. Okay, so white wine, 7 to 13 degrees Celsius. The lighter the white, the closer to the 7. The heavier the white, closer to the 13. Now, red wine. We serve those way too warm. And I've been at restaurants where people on staff have looked at me like I was crazy, but I know of what I speak. When that adage of serve your red wine at room temperature was a thing, that was when we didn't have the insulation we have now. When you think that room temperature, what they were saying, that was castle temperature. Right now, our homes are very cozy. So if I give you my red wine at room temperature, it's going to be way too warm. My red wines, they range in terms of 18 to 15 degrees. My heavier reds are going to be at that 18 level. My lighter reds are going to be closer to that 15 level, maybe sometimes 14. There are reds that I can chill and I can give them to, and you're still going to get all of the feels from that. One reason why you don't want to serve red wine too warm is sometimes that will cause, especially if it's a high alcohol red wine, that will cause the alcohol to edge out. You won't have that round feel on the palate anymore because your alcohol is going to be the dominant, and that's what you're going to pick up, missing all the other nuances that are happening in that glass. So do not serve your red wines at room temperature. We don't live in castles anymore. Nigel, I hope that answers your question. If you've got a question that you would love me to answer, drop me a line, put it in the comment, email me, DM me. I got you. Cheers.